Without resistance, no alternative to the existing system can become reality. The current system our society is based upon requires disastrous exploitation. You already know this, you have been tanked with the images. Now we have to find out which part to play to stop the madness. We are slowly starting to realize something very important, that we as individuals are not important, that it doesn't matter what we do on the individual level, that personal abolishment of bad things will not be enough to bring about change. People don't care about you, you are not important. To change yourself, you must first change the world. You are a small part of a big universe. Hammer the universe, not yourself. You are not ill, the system is. Create bigger change than just yourself. The system will not collapse on its own, it will destroy and use up everything before it's done. The wild are collapsing because of the system. The system will not collapse on its own, it will destroy and use up everything before it's done. Communities are collapsing because of the system. The system will not collapse on its own, it will destroy and use up everything before it's done. People are collapsing because of the system. The system will not collapse on its own, it will destroy and use up everything before it's done. Living beings of all sorts are collapsing because of the system. The system will not collapse on its own, it will use up all forests, all oil, all coal, all limestone, all the iron, everything called resources before it is done. Even civilizations will collapse, countries will collapse, but the system will go on until it's stopped. The system feeding on exploitation and slavery is based on a set of beliefs and an organizational structure for society. This means that an attack on the system must also shake its worldview to matter. The system is based on crashes. If you crash a car, the system needs to produce a new one. The crash is good for the system. If you break your neck in the crash, well, the system has got work for doctors, etc. And thus it's good for the system. To attack the system itself, we will have to attack both the physical parts of the system, like infrastructure, industry, etc., and the beliefs that make people continue to support the system, voluntarily or not. Your community will be wrecked at some point by collapsing wilderness. No secret gardens, stocks or earthships will save you when the foodless storm your paradise. But resistance may. No bicycling to work will save you when the government lets the atmosphere get wrecked. But resistance may. No recycling, reusing, repurposing will save you when the frozen steal your wardrobe. But resistance may. No buying organically produced food will save you when the police helps fossil gas drillers make your water toxic. But resistance may. No homemade electricity will save you when the electro addicts take your volts. But resistance may. No vote will save you when the authorities deport your friends. But resistance may. No permaculture will save you when uranium mining and its nuclear fellows are permitted. But resistance may. No antidepressants will save you when mass media promotes a meaningless existence. But resistance may. No primitive skills will save you when there is no game. But resistance may. How will people live in the future? They will figure it out. Imagination. The solutions will come when the circumstances are right. One day everything will be destroyed, or one day the resistance against the system will be stronger than the system and life can prevail. Future generations are depending on inspiring figures fighting back even in the hardest times. Fight on the winning side. As long as there is exploitation, repression, slavery, and injustice, there will also be resistance. No matter how strong and rigid the enemy might seem, they can never break us.